If you want to know what is your Hamzad, how does it look like, what impact it has on your life, and what happens to it after your death, then don't skip this video. Watch it to the end. Thank you. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم من همزه ونفخه ونفثه أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من كل شيطان محمد من كل عين لامة كلهن من شر ما خلق. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are safe and sound in the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are watching Haqaiq TV and I am your host Shuaib Syed with some new interesting and informative facts. Viewers, Hamzad is a Persian word which means living together all the time. In Holy Quran, it is called Qureen. Qureen or Hamzad means both jinn and angel. There is a hadith of Muslim Sharif that every human being is assigned a fellow jinn and a fellow angel, stays with them like a shadow from birth to death. Born with a human child who is exactly similar to a person in appearance, knowledge, information, emotions, and feelings, like a backup hard disk, or so to speak, he is a duplicate or carbon copy of a human being. There are many scholarships and practices related to the science of taming Hamzad, but a person should not do it alone on its own because it deteriorates one's mental state. After the death of a person, his Hamzad does not die, but it is transferred to another place with all the memories, loves, hatreds in human form. The reason it doesn't die because it is also included in the respite of life that is given to Iblis the Satan until the day of resurrection. Hamzad will also die with Iblis on the day of judgment. Those who claim to make the soulmates, so-called the mediums, they actually communicate with the Hamzad of the dead, not to the actual soul of the dead person. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has access to the soul. According to the Holy Quran, when the soul of a person leaves this physical world, it enters the world of Barzakh. Barzakh means barrier between the physical and spiritual world, where all the souls are kept until the day of judgment. Hamzad knows the past and present, but the future is only known by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Devil jinns who tell occult things to the magicians, and magicians claim that they hear these things from heaven. Allah ta'ala denied this claim in the Holy Quran, that these people have no knowledge of unseen. Is there any Baba or Peer or Peerni who can tell us with certainty when and where a person will die? Can any Peer, Murshid claims that the child in the mother's womb will be good or bad? Science can tell us whether it will be a boy or a girl, but neither science can tell us about the fate of the child. No can any Peer or Baba. The question arises that how does those Peers and Babas know the news of the past, present, and some guesswork about the future? Viewers, like the science of the physical world, there is also a science of a spiritual world, with which the sages and peers and babas capture their capture and control their Hamzad and command them to take news and secrets from the Hamzad of the other people, so they can fool people to believe in them and follow them. And people begin to think and believe in them as their murshid and wali Allah, by mistaking it for the knowledge of the unseen. There are many narrations and theories when a Marid called the Peer for help. Then Peer flew in the air and reached the destination for help. That is Hamzad of the Murshid, not the actual Murshid. We all have seen time to time on TV and YouTube channels the religious leaders of different sects, pastors, pundits, peers and gyanis, with a single blow or a touch to a crippled patient of ears, starts walking. How? In reality, most of these patients are disabled due to the jinn's action and interference. When these peers and babas command these jinns through their captured Hamzad to leave the patient for a specified period of time, then the person who's been crippled from birth or for years starts walking. But after some time, when the specified period ends, these patients return to their original state of disability, and Babaji's businesses also goes on. I think most of us have seen on YouTube iron nails or pieces of glass and needles coming out of the eyes of an affected patient. These are all temporary tricks, like the ropes thrown by Pharaoh's magicians and snakes was seen. All this is happening for the worldly gain, for a few days temporary life. Scholarship and tricks are cut so as to make the source and means of earning and fame. Hereafter has nothing to do with it. A real murshid or peer does not give petty news of this world, who's eating what and who's going where, but guides in the path of the hereafter. A simple, needy gentleman, especially woman, goes with a long list of their desires and problems to the doorstep of astrologers and paragons to get their list of wishes. Just as they find the advertisement of astrologers, peers and babas to suit their needs, their belief and faith in them becomes more stronger and firm. They advertise, beloved will be at your feet, marriage of your choice, mother-in-law under your thumb, daughter-in-law under your thumb, husband under wife's thumb, and wife under husband's thumb. Progress in businesses, success in exam, visa for abroad, everyone is welcome, no restriction to any religion. Our knowledge is that can tear and split a stone, and so on and so forth. Advertisement of these types are common in Asian TV channels and newspapers in England, USA, Canada and Europe. The contact number in the advertisement is given of Pakistan, India and Bangladesh. And the charges for their services are asked in dollars, pounds and euros. Most of the graduates of Western schools are also stuck in this cycle. Most of the Hindus, Sikhs, Christians, Muslims, Babas and Peers are conning and robbing innocent people with their both hands. I think this needs looking into it. Viewers, in the light of the Quran and Hadith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given these perfections to devils and jinns to cause the sons of Adam alayhi salam to go astray, in order to test the measure of faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Amals and Babas take control of their Hamzad and take the secret news from the ordinary people's Hamzad. When a simple, straight, ordinary person hears the correct information from the Amal and Baba, they hold their feet and kiss their hands, and they lay their heart and soul to change their destiny. These Amals and Hamzad make you fight with your loved ones, make each other thirsty of blood, hatred, enmity, fights and riots. Family and families are torn apart in this hideous and irreligious fight. What do you get in the end? Failure, disgrace, ruin, poverty, misery, bankruptcy, separation, murder, and death. Viewers, I hope you have found this video informative and interesting. Take care of yourself and your surroundings. Keep sharing love and blessing. A huge thanks from me, my team, Ikra Production and Haqaiq TV. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.